Okay, so this is gonna be a really quick review of some cheap sleeves that I found from Amazon in the past few years. Um, and it's gonna be compared to the Dragon Shields, the matte ones, not the dual matte, just a regular matte. Because Dragon Shields, everyone knows them, gold standard of sleeves. Shuffle's great, and if you can look here. This is so pushed all the way to the bottom. But that is how much clearance you get. Yeah. So these are dragon shields. These purple ones, right? So these ones right here are the BCW Elite 2s. I bought these. So dragon shields are generally about 100 for about 15 bucks. 12 to 15 bucks for 100 pieces, right? These BCW Elite 2s, it was about 100 count for $9 on Amazon. And here's the clearance right here, so push all the way down. It's a lot more room compared to the Dragon Shields. You look, let's see, push that all the way down. Right there. See, it's a little bit taller than Dragon Shields. Yeah, it's a little bit taller. You do feel it right here. When you're pushing it down, you do feel the big difference. Alright, so these, greatly disappointed. They suck. Alright? I'm just gonna say it. These were recommended. I saw these on YouTube from Tolarian Community College or whatever it's called. The guy who made the academic deck box, right? He said these are really good, A rating or whatever in his rating from F to A plus or whatever. He said these are really good on par with Dragon Shields. They're not. They're terrible. Or maybe I got a bad batch, but pretty bad. The shuffle feel. Alright, so it's supposed to be 100, and these are supposed to be the gloss fronts. It's supposed to come with 100. It came with 102, which is nice, one extra for every 50 deck, right? But the problem was, these are like a week old. I've used them 0 times. I just opened today. In the first pack I opened, or pack of 50, right? One sleeve came broken. Right? I went like this, and oh, look, the bottom. It just ripped right out of the box, right? So I'm like, okay. And I kept going, and then, okay, cool, 50's good. Then, later on, like an hour later, when I was putting all my cards away, I'm like, I should check the other 50 sleeve. I open up the other pack. 8 more. 8 more of these had the bottom ripped. 8 more out of the box, never used. So about 9 total out of 100 broken out of the bag, out of the box, whatever, brand new, just ripped. So I am gonna be returning these because that's just unacceptable. 9 out of 100, that sucks. But from the ones that did work, I sleeved up 50 and I shuffled it. The shuffle wasn't great. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't rough, but it wasn't smooth. It wasn't good. It was probably the worst out of everything here, which is sad, because these right here, really cheap sleeves. So the BCW Elite 2s, my experience, terrible. Alright, so let's go on to these red ones, right? So these red ones, I'm going to push to the bottom. These actually, there's a little bit more room each direction. Well, the top is about normal clearance, just like the Dragon Shields. About the same. But the sides are a little bit more wider, but they're inconsistent. So these are, let's see, Bought these 2 years ago. The red ones, the brand is Malakiro. I don't know. It's on Amazon. It was a 500 count, 500 sleeves for $14. Really cheap. So really cheap set. So here are the cons so far. Very transparent. So if you're using like proxies or something, these kind of suck. And a little bit wider than normal. And the biggest con with these, very inconsistent cuts. You can see right there, some are a lot bigger than others. So not good for tournament play. For play testing with friends, sure. But for tournament play, if you get caught with these, they can call you out and you could probably get a warning or game loss. Yeah. These are very inconsistently cut. So some are smaller than others, which sucks. But the shuffle feels nice. Oh, these are also gloss fronts. Everything here are gloss fronts. I used to have some black matte fronts, but I cannot find them, and I cannot find them in my purchase history, so I have no idea how I got them. But yeah, so they shuffle great. A little rough sometimes because they're not built very well. I mean, they've lasted. I've had these for 3 years. They shuffle okay. Out of the, let's see, the 500 I got, maybe 3 or less have ripped or split, but none of them out the bag. They've ripped probably after some use. So maybe 3 to 5. Yeah, probably 3 to 5 out of 500 for these. I'll list all of these in the description of my video, so if you want to get these. But yeah, these red ones, good amount of cons, but it shuffles good though, and it's very cheap. I don't like this though. This is, it's pretty bad. Transparency. Alright, so these yellow ones. The brand is Tiaplior. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is the packaging. It was 300 count for $8. Crazy cheap. Come on, $8 for 300 of these? That's really cheap. So you look at the texture of the backing, very similar to these. Yeah, kind of a little bit look like Dragon Shield, right? Not bad. The clearance to the top, very low, very short sleeves. Wideness, it's fine, not bad at all, nothing to complain about. But the top part, it's very low. But not only that though, it doesn't grip the bottom very well of the card. So when I'm playing, a lot of times they tend to slide up to right at the very brim. Yes, this happens a lot with these, which is a red flag for many people. So these, because of that, I will not be putting any expensive decks in here, in these sleeves. But they shuffle great. At first, out of the bag, out of the box, whatever. At first, wait, but you can hear it here actually. There's a little bit of crackling or scratching noise, but after maybe 3 games of use or so, it gets smoother. These, I guess, needs to be broken in, but these are pretty smooth. Let's say if the Dragon Shields are 10 out of 10 for shuffling feel, smoothness, if Dragon Shield is 10 out of 10, these, I would say 7.5 maybe. Yeah, about 7.5. Not bad. So shuffle on these are great. The only thing that sucks is the very low clearance and that the cards get pushed up a lot. See, these already, already on top. A lot of my cards already pushed to the top because of it doesn't grip well. But they're crazy cheap, and you can't. It's not that transparent. You can kind of see the back of the card, but not that much compared to the red ones. So these, not bad at all. This. So I bought these like 2-3 years ago as well. Same time I bought the red ones. These, the brand is Humpty. I don't know. It looks like this. All right. Oh, forgot to mention. So these on the Amazon listing are listed as matte red, right? But they're gloss fronts. They're clear gloss fronts. They're not matte. Just to mention that, because that matters to people, the gloss front or the matte fronts. But yeah, these are advertised as matte, but they're not. So make sure to check the pictures and the reviews on Amazon to make sure you get what you're getting. Oh yeah, so these also clear fronts. These are the Humpty. Yeah, Humpty. These were 500 pieces for $12. Pretty cheap. Not bad. 500 for 12. Let's see. The clearance. Yeah, these are very low as well. Very small and snug fit, just like the yellow ones. But these grip the cards very well. They never slip up. Never. I've used for about 3 years now. 2 or 3 years. And these are great. And these, the shuffle feel, I would say probably 8.5 out of 10. They feel very nice. They feel almost like matte front sleeves. Matte front sleeves, in my opinion, shuffle the best. But the only reason I don't like matte front sleeves because you don't get to see the shiny, the shiny cards. But these, out of all these cheap ones, shuffle the best. Obviously not including the Dragon Shields because they're not the cheap ones. But these, these are $12 for 500 pieces. Come on, can't really beat these. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. These shuffle great. These are the ones I would highly recommend. Humpty, 500 count for 12. If you want something cheap, use these. They're great. So yeah, that's just a quick review of some of the cheap stuff. I will be trying out the those katana sleeves. They're not on Amazon, so I can't get them right now. But I did find one shop locally that had it, so I'm gonna have to go grab it from them. And then Game Genix and Ultimate Guards, those I wanted to try as well. I did have the Ultra Pro Pro Matte Eclipse, or just the Eclipse, I think. It's the one where they copied the dual mattes, where the backing is colored and then the inside is black with the gloss front, right? I had those for a while. Those are great. I think those, in my opinion, shuffled better than Dragon Shields. Yeah, but I don't have them anymore because I used them for a very long time and they worn out. But yeah, so the Eclipse one, in my opinion, I like them shuffle a little bit better than Dragon Shields. But they're about the same price, about $13 for a 100 pack. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, stay away from this. Utter trash. 9 split. But even if they didn't split, this had the worst shuffle feel out of all of these. So, worst one. Second worst, probably this one. Because of the transparent back and the uneven cut. Right? And then it goes this one. This shuffle great, nice backing, very glossy fronts. Only thing sucks, it doesn't grip the bottom, so the cards slide up. So only con with that one, but crazy cheap. I think what I said was 300 for $8. Yeah, 300 count for $8. Really cheap. 6 decks. This one highly recommend. Humpty. Shuffle's great. Lasts a very long time. Oh, so for this one, out of 500, it's about the same thing as the red one. Out of 500, maybe 3 to 5 split, but never out of the box. It was just from playing and with it for a while. So, yeah, that's it for now.